What does the perfect body look like? Is there even a perfect body? These are questions that have plagued individuals' minds and have become more prevalent as media influence has grown over the years. In the play Taming the Shrew by William Shakespeare, women are portrayed to have a limited number of social roles, while men have the dominant role and must have the ability to control their women. The key idea is that a woman's beauty seems to be her only power in the context of the play, not her intelligence or other outlying talents. This concept is not one that stayed in the 15th century. Since then, the taste for beauty and perfect bodies has changed drastically. Women have, and will unfortunately, continue to feel an unnecessary pressure to look like the most popular body shape of their era. Starting in the Italian Renaissance from 1400 to 1700, the preferred body type included a rounded stomach, full hips, and fair skin. In Victorian England, from 1837 to 1901, the preferred female body shape was a desirably plump, full-figured, and clenched waist woman. Women would wear corsets to achieve this ideal body shape. Next, the Roaring Twenties, obviously the 1920s, most desired body shape was a petite, flat-chested, small-waisted, and boyish-figured woman. The golden age of Hollywood, the 1930s to 1950s, popularized the body shape of a curvy woman with large breasts and a slim waist. This was when the hourglass figure was popularized. The twig shape was a desired body shape for women in the 1960s, also called the swinging 60s. The shape featured narrow hips and a petite figure with a doll face. The supermodel era, the 1980s, popularized the tall, fit woman. Muscles were now acceptable on a woman. Basically another standard to add to the list. The heroin chick, or waif look, was a popular body shape of the 1990s. This look featured an extremely, ridiculously thin shape with translucent skin. This was essentially the birth of low-fat diet. The postmodern shape, year 2000 to the current year, features a flat stomach and a healthy skinny look. It also features large breasts, a large butt, and a thigh gap. Body ideals are essentially a temporary concept, or a trend. Over the last century, there has been an exponential amount of pressure to meet beauty standards for women. The biggest determining factor about how women feel about their bodies is men and the media. For example, today, the postmodern look is exhibited by people like Kim Kardashian, who not only is constantly covered in the media, but has her own show, fashion line, and multiple connections to industries outside of her own. With this high amount of exposure to the ideal look of the era, women feel like they are inadequate because they cannot achieve a ridiculous body shape that in reality only a small amount of the population actually have. The struggle for perfection and eventual feeling of inadequacy among women is not a natural occurrence. Rather, it is something set forth by exposure to media and popular culture trends. The reality is that looks matter. Nobody ever fell in love with personality at first sight, but the beauty ideal has been taken to an extreme. The preference for all kinds of body types over time shows that women of all shapes can truly be beautiful. We just only subconsciously notice that because we're brainwashed to like certain types of women based off the trend for beauty at the time.